yummy to my tummy.
Oh yeah, what are you eating?
Sticks.
Peanut butter with celery sticks. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey everyone, welcome to another one of our, I guess, traveling to the east, but we were heading this way to make it to Pennsylvania. We have yet to fully know why, but we feel like the Lord was leading us here, so we're excited to unravel and discover what it is, and we will share that with you. Hey you guys, we are gonna pause that real quick to let you know this is our next recap video. So we will be heading through where do we go northeast, as well as through Virginia and Tennessee in this video. So continue journeying with us. If you didn't look already from the beginning, you can go back to our previous videos. But here we go. Continue recapping.
Let's go.
But we ended up driving here from Ohio. It took us about 5, maybe 6 hours yesterday. Angelo just booked it. Pennsylvania, we have made it to Pennsylvania. It says, pursue your happiness. We sure are. God's vision, his happiness, is our happiness. We got to stop at a beautiful rest stop. Oh my gosh, it was one of the most gorgeous rest stops maybe I've seen. It smelled really bad inside, but you know, outside of that. And then we check in today, and so we stayed here at this church right here in Pennsylvania near Harrisburg, and got to be able to enjoy the kids scootering last night and even this morning, and just being able to just be here in a safe spot for one night completely free, thanks to Harvest Host RV membership. And so we're gonna
It was really cool finding this spot last minute, because as you've traveled with us already, journeyed with us, we literally find spots as we go. And this was a super last minute find, and what a beautiful thing that it was at a church. We never even met the people. They just like, go ahead, it's a safe place.
Yeah, and it was a huge space, and it was awesome.
And so yeah, this is a super quick, because we have all these videos already out when we were in the Northeast. And so this is when we spent time at Hershey at Hershey RV Park. Absolutely love. This was our favorite campground.
This was the first time. And quickly after that, we went to Philadelphia, Brotherly Love.
Yep. And then we actually spent, this was a really cool
stay.
yes,
when we had some friends come over. We met them in Long Beach. We traveled around through Southern California, and then we ended up seeing them because the Lord had brought them back to the East Coast months before we did. And it was beautiful to be able to see them out there on the East. Yeah,
and they're familiar territory, because we're from the West, they're from the East, so.
Yeah.
And then too, God opened the door for us to stay longer at that campground.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and it was so supernatural, which is how he does it every single time. It's not surprising to us anymore. We're just like, all right, Lord, favor.
Yeah.
So those are pretty cool. We got to stay there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, and then this spot was a farm that we got to stay on. That was so cool. We got to help. You can check out a video that's separate with this one.
Yes. And
then we stayed actually at these campgrounds. There's a north one and a south one. We stayed there for a lot of weeks. This was the moment in our journey where we were like, we're in Pennsylvania, Lord. Why are we here? And
this is where we were able to stay for also a little longer, and it was so cool because the kids got to venture around and discover things about themselves, and us too. Here we are doing a tire exchange for the first time, and it was intense. So cool though.
And when we did get to Pennsylvania, it took I don't even know, like maybe 2 or 3 months until the Lord finally revealed why we're there. And it was literally just deeper intimacy with him, and he showed us just more of who he was, and he literally brought us into a super unknown space for us to discover more of who he is.
Some next level stuff, guys.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was very cool, much needed. And then we got the privilege of going to New Jersey and New York. Total
blessing.
Yeah, completely sponsored by Gums Mall of Antiques. Yeah.
Look how gorgeous.
And that was a beautiful experience. One of my life dreams, definitely.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's another video you can watch. And then this is a video or an area in Massachusetts that we did actually do another video, and this was where I guess it's gonna launch us into this actual video of when we had to cancel all of our plans that we made. We after this stop, we were gonna go to Niagara Falls, we were gonna go to Florida, we were gonna go see Washington DC, and the Lord was teaching us the difference between our desires and His, and so we canceled all of that to then intentionally head back to California.
Yeah.
And on the way, we ended up stopping by this free cabin where the Lord did
we
some
had
more.
to take advantage. Oh yeah, some more growing, some more growth, growing pains.
Yep.
And you know, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So thank God for that.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's deeper deliverance. Like, He was literally delivering us of so many things we didn't realize.
Crying out just things that we didn't know that was there, things that were still having a hold on us and stopping us from increasing. So
Yeah.
you know, thank God for the people He put in our lives to get us through those moments, and just those little conversations, those quick little conversations that we had with different people.
I totally agree. And honestly, it's not easy living the life of faith. And I say that in a way of like just following Jesus and being like, all right, Lord, wherever you want us to go, that's where we'll be.
Obedience. You know, and a lot of people, they're not gonna get it at first.
Yeah.
But give it some time. Be firm and give it some time, and know that you're in the right and being obedient to God, because that's above everything. And other people, they're not going to understand at the moment, but the realization of what we talked about would be right. It would sit right with them.
Yeah. And it was cool because they had a really cool storage area. There's another video for this one too. So if you do want to see our time in the cabin, check that out too.
Yes.
And then we quickly went through Maryland.
Quickly.
Very quickly, yeah. Literally, it was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Made it into Maryland, here at a Love's truck stop right on the border.
You're noticing
Pennsylvania, Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then we learned we're supposed to kill them because they're actually not healthy bugs.
Yeah, they were actually messing with our ecosystem and eating other food from other bugs of the same sort.
Yeah. And then we quickly went through West Virginia, made it into Virginia, which is where we ended up staying for, I would say, about a week.
Yes.
This is where we're staying tonight. Virginia. Our first ever visitor welcome center here in Virginia,
which we never really realized how cool the welcome centers were until we actually stopped at one. Took us like super long. Treating our kids to some treats.
Because we had to use the milk.
Oh right, we had to use the milk.
Yeah.
We were just driving along, heading to our RV park. We check in tomorrow and came across this community playground. Pretty cool.
And then, we
Awesome
randomly found this playground.
Yeah, we were having it was a long day that we had, and we just felt that it was just a lot of time inside the truck for the kids to be sitting down, and they did a great job, so we wanted to reward them and let them be able to run around at this huge park. And I was like, it could have been smaller, I didn't care, but I saw it and I was like, let's go.
So we ended up eating dinner here in the parking lot of the playground.
We're eating dinner outside because it's so hot inside. Oh my god.
Show your face. Show your face.
Yep, it is.
And it just turned out to be this huge, massively awesome park. So,
And
super happy.
one little note too is that full-time RV people are not allowed to stay at playgrounds or near schools. So in the meantime, while they were playing, we were also looking in and praying into where we're supposed to be next.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it looks like we were staying, but it was late, so we got them dinner. We gave them some noodles, and we were still looking for a spot.
And as we were
And
driving, we did, yeah. As we were driving though, and it was so late, you guys. Literally, I don't know if you remember, but we were going towards Walmart, and I was like, "How you feeling, babe?" And you're like, "I can keep going," not knowing that the next like 2 hours there was nothing around. So you kept driving and driving until we finally made it to a spot, but that was like super late. And of course it's a Sam's Club, so we got to rev up on groceries and stuff the next day and get gas. A great price. Oh my gosh. My diesel at Sam's Club, that makes it so easy to fill up before going only 30 minutes to our campground. So our first stop was Sam's Club dry camping in Lynchburg, Virginia. And then in another part of Lynchburg, we arrived here at another Thousand Trails, which of course, if you've seen our other videos, you know how much we love Thousand Trails. And we had 3 nights booked so that we can just rest. Angelo's the only one that drives the rig, so it's nice to have him rest so he doesn't start resenting the drives. And of course they have a beautiful lake, and we just enjoyed being here, playing games, getting homework done, doing laundry, doing all the things to catch up on stuff. And then of course heading out again today over to another Thousand Trails, but stopping wherever we end up stopping along the way. All of this time just going through, we felt like it was an urgency to head back to California. And we didn't see any other California license plates, but once the Lord confirmed, hey, it's time, there was like, that same day, I think it was like a license plate, a California license plate. Another car went right in front of us. We're like, if that's not confirmation, because the whole time we didn't see any other Californians.
Cut us off.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. Stopped off for some lunch.
Got our magnet.
Let's go. God is good.
Sandwiches. Kids were so tired of sandwiches. Yeah.
Let's go.
I was like, how can you not get tired of sandwiches? Or how can you get tired of sandwiches? That's what I mean, because I love sandwiches.
Hi, I was calling to ask, do you guys allow overnight travelers to park in your lot?
Then we unhooked right here. Look at that gas. We had to stop off here and get that gas.
Oh yeah.
And this is when we had our Apostle Paul moment.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Lord was speaking to us on the road, and we thought we were supposed to get gas somewhere else, but it was like, nope. And then he led me to read some, like, about Paul in Damascus, and this was the exit. It said Damascus, and we're like, oh my gosh. Learning more about Paul's life in Acts in the New Testament. So it felt very divine being here.
Who's ready to go do some eating? Go on.
So a lot of travelers probably mentioned that they stay at a Cracker Barrel. This is our first Cracker Barrel. Super excited because we made it just in time for Ava's animation class, which is starting now in the fall. And so we can have dinner here. So super, super stoked to be at our first Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, and the Lord was teaching us during this time, basically like the new season he had ahead, which we didn't know all the details. We just knew that the Lord was transitioning us. As he was deepening our intimacy with him, he was also transitioning us into a new season, I think, of just more.
What, delicious? That's so delicious. The cheese is so delicious.
And Harvest Host, and as well as like if you ever stay at a business, you want to be able to like support the business by a purchase. But we were so tired by the end of the dinner because the kids were running everywhere. Maya said she had to go to the bathroom like 10 times.
Look at that face.
Oh my gosh, you guys all sit. Let me take a picture.
That says it all right there. Right
It
there.
takes 20 seconds to go home.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone say thank you, Cracker Barrel.
Late crew.
Cracker Barrel.
We are. We're always the last to leave.
It's alright.
I love that they have literally an RV and bus parking.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Very convenient.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel.
No, that's not sign. It's like right there.
Nice to see you.
Tennessee.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome everybody.
Just kind of crazy when
Second welcome center.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
very nice sign.
That is a very nice sign. Look at this. Is our second welcome center ever
He was
in the whole year and a half we've been traveling.
great staff too.
Mhm.
Had answered all our questions.
Oh yeah, I'm still in my nice
Out of
shirt.
all adventures, look at what shirt
There's
Leo
Leo wearing
decides
Johnny
to wear.
Cash.
Oh yeah, by
Johnny
chance.
Cash. He has his own museum in Nashville, huh?
We did not plan that.
Johnny Cash was
Watch
actually
this guy.
from Arkansas, but because of his music, kind of intricate, and they brought him
Yeah.
into
I know what you
place. Yes.
Stopped at a truck stop, got our Tennessee magnet. And of course we got banana bread and got a Philip Duff too.
And as we continue heading west, we flew through Tennessee. What was really difficult, I think, for me at least, is I loved to be able to try and see everything, even if it was en route. And it really felt like the Lord was like, no. Like, even if it's like an hour away, like we've done before, once we're parked somewhere, he's like, nope, you got to just continue on forward. Like, no stopping for detours unless it's just to stay for a night. And that was really difficult for me because I wanted to go see the Smoky Mountains National Park and this other place in Tennessee, a lot of places in Tennessee, but we didn't really stop.
We're getting diesel and we're gonna eat lunch. And
Not like that.
okay. We're gonna get diesel and then we're gonna eat and then we're gonna stay at a state park.
Bam! Only 6 miles off the 40. We did decide to go to a state park. And calling today as we were driving, it was first come first serve after 1:30. So we got to find a site and thankfully it's a pull through just for one night. Beautiful.
Except for staying for the night so that Angelo can rest and all of us can reset.
Mommy, it's not doing it. Oh,
This
there.
was 2 nights.
One night.
Are you sure? Yeah.
It was literally one night, yeah.
Yeah.
But we wanted to put the tent up anyways.
Did we sleep in the tent?
You guys
Yeah,
did.
we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was a super dad moment right here. Yes. Look at that.
Ready.
Ready. Got my boots on.
Yeah.
Go.
It was super, we actually ended up hanging out quite a while, but I only took a couple pictures and decided to put the camera away and just enjoy the nature with my family. So we walked around and it was really awesome.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
How was it?
Really good. I woke up a lot though.
Because of what? The sounds of nature?
Yeah.
How was sleeping in the tent?
I wasn't sleeping in the
I know. Leo slept with me in the RV. But Maya slept in the tent, huh, Maya?
Hey.
How about you, Ava? How was it? Yeah? You enjoyed it?
Pancho, come on.
Your what?
My body's pretty bruised.
Your body's bruised? Oh, that's funny. Are you guys ready for our next spot?
Yeah.
Because we don't know where we're going. We never know where we're going.
Pancho.
That's not true. Unless it's Thousand Trails. Yeah, we don't know where we're going ever.
Angelo did so great too getting into the spot. Oh my gosh, it was like
That was tough.
Your daddy
really tight
on.
spot.
Woo! Daddy got us out safely in a way where our RV is still intact. That is very important. So let's all say thank you to Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. And then thank you to Cedars of Lebanon in Tennessee State Park. Yay!
Ooh,
And then of course we got a dump,
dump.
which means we didn't have full hookups.
Resetting.
So we had to conserve water.
So we can dry camp for a couple days.
And then we were passing Nashville.
Yeah.
Which it was cool. Like slowly I wasn't caring about stopping at places.
So last night we arrived at a overnight parking app approved place where we knew we could park safe. Of course we called ahead, and it is the Pyramid here in Memphis, Tennessee, where they have a restaurant on top and Bass Pro Sports Shop as its main shopping experience. Welcome to paradise for Angelo.
There's fish in there too. And a duck.
There's fish in there and a duck? What? This is crazy. Sorry the lighting's bad, but gosh, look at, this is the pyramid. And this elevator goes all the way up to the restaurant on top. Massive Bass Pro Shop. Angelo prayed about it last night, and we were gonna go up to the top, but he just felt like we weren't supposed to, so we're not. As you might be able to hear, there's the freeway right above us. That's actually the bridge that we're gonna be crossing over today, heading into Arkansas. We're gonna head over to the Tennessee Welcome Center on this side of the state, which is super cool. Say thank you, Bass Pro Shops.
Thank you, Bass Pro Shops.
At the pyramid.
At the pyramid.
In Memphis, Tennessee.
In Memphis, Tennessee.
You know what I think is cool is that we went to one welcome center on one side of the state, and we're on the completely other side of the state.
And we actually ended up going to see the playground that's behind here because it's along the Mississippi River. And but I didn't really show any of that because we ended up going.
Okay, we're gonna take a picture next
played
to
a
the
little bit
here.
so we can make our way on continuing towards the west. And honestly, we thought we were supposed to stay in Tennessee longer. Remember that? We got all these confirmations to be in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And yet, as we were going, we were like, no, we're not. We're supposed to go to California. We didn't know why. But the Lord kept revealing more and more as we went. And that's what he does. I feel like that is like the message for this part of the journey, is that the Lord will reveal what you need to know as you go.
Yeah.
Like you literally just need to be obedient, and then he'll show you as you as you're obedient, after you're obedient.
Yeah, step out in faith.
Yeah.
And as you step out, then you'll get the next step.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know all the details. Actually, almost all the time you don't know all the details. But that's what it means to just trust him. And we're getting closer and closer to where we are currently now. And the Lord has taught us so much during this journey. And we're excited to share on our next video. Hopefully you got something, if anything. Hopefully you were entertained in this video, as it was still fun, even with the trials that came along with.
Because remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Every day is a learning lesson. You know, whether it's opening up a new business, starting a new venture, going this way or that way. You thought the Lord told you to go this way. It's like, oh no, that's actually not how the Lord speaks to me, because it's different for everybody else. And so it's like another learning lesson. It's still another learning curve, and you know, just still continue to persevere and move forward and trust in God. And you'll be directed.
And you will. He will show up.
Yes.
So we'll see you at our next video.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Only a couple left, and we'll see you then. Okay.
Peace.
Bye.